Alright, so these are materials that I use to make my own custom-made fish cooler bag for my kayak. And definitely it turned out well, because I've seen some other bags out there they were selling. They're Magellans and Buffaloes. They're ranging from $50 to $300. And I've seen the ones that were being made that were DIY, and I just didn't like the way they look. I wanted one to look just like a kayak bag. So this is what mine looks like, kind of like right now in the middle of making it. I finished doing the folds and taping everything, and I'm going to end up taping the lid here, and the lid was a second piece. Now the main piece right there, it was all one sunshade, and then here I decided with these clips it would be just easier just to use the Gorilla Tape. And so yep, making the handle from tape, making the little clip bands here, there's all made out of the Gorilla Tape that's folded on top of each other. It's just one strip that I've split on the sides in the middle, so that way at least I got a piece that goes through the clip and locks down to itself and then folded together. Now the lid here is, like I said, the second piece using the Velcro. That's actually perfect. And then I had to tape the lid on there to join it, basically. So I just wanted to make sure you guys would see that it is a different piece, because my main piece is a white sunshade. I think this is a perfect bond here with the tape and using the sunshade, and that way blending it in together. I will cover that, but I just want to show you guys the how the lid goes on. I actually kept some of the loops that were still on the piece that I was utilizing, that older sunshade. I think that was the $6.90 one, and then the one I had that it's white, it's like $11.28 or something like that. So inside it's 11 inches, outside it's 12 inches on the measuring, and that's at the back end part of it. And then if we look from that end all the way up back, yeah, I'm getting it almost about 28 and a half, something like that. So it's not too bad. And with that opening being 18 inches, that's perfect, because I have a railing on my kayak, and I wanted to be able to fit in between there. So if I lift up my railing, so when I stand up, it'll stay, the bag will stay in place. And yeah, it's about 6 inches tall there for the width. So that whole thing is customizable, but the main part of the bag, I would keep it within that width range, 5-6 inches, because there's still a little bit more material inside, but I wanted that sidewall to be really strong. Here's an example. I'm using a sheet of paper. So let's say this is the sunshade itself. This is the outline you would put on the inside along with the correct measurements that you're going to be utilizing. First, the middle part, I made sure that from the main end to the middle, it's 8.5 inches, and that's on left and right. Just note that there's a notch of missing material on one side. Then on the back end, I just measured out that I wanted the back end to be 18 inches. Okay, and then that's how I was able to get that angle in there. And then what you do is when you fold one end, you're going to take the middle piece and you're going to fold it in to one other side of the piece of the material that you're going to be using, and then you're going to have to tape it down. And I taped it down from the inside and then the outside. And then the upper part, that is basically the side edges there, I folded it over a little bit over that middle piece. That way it's going to grip it, and I just taped that down as well too on the inside. And I'll show you guys on the inside here. You'll see where it's been taped, and that's all done at this point when I was folding it, like here on the paper. As soon as I get it done, fold it in, I would have taped it down, and then I would do the other side, and then the same way. Then once you get that done, you're able to fold the other end over the top of that one, and then that'll get you your general main shape of this bag. And that way you have, a less than $20 or even $24 bag that you made, instead of having to pay $50, $300 for something that has like zippers or whatever. I mean, hey, you don't really need zippers. You just need something that's going to hold the fish in there and keep it cool, and this will do the same thing as well. It's just done cheaper. But that is the shape right there I got, and I thought about it. I was like, okay, since I got those ends, I just tape all that together, and then that way I enclose it, so that way it makes it kind of like watertight, just in case there is some water leaking or condensation from the bottles that I would have in there that are frozen water. Alright, so this is the inside. If you look on the far right there, you'll see that the material is a little bit shorter, and that's because of that notch there that was in the sunshade. And that shows you the difference, but it's all taped, topped, and on the sides. And you can see where I was making my outline, and just to ensure that way I know where to fold. And then I covered the lid with the Gorilla Tape. That way it all matched, and this way this is a neutral color that will help keep it cool as well, and it's not that shiny part that's going to be blinding me while I'm out there fishing. And here it is. My bag is totally finished. I customized it the way I want it to look, and it's ready to go to head out in the water. I just got to put it right on my kayak and I'll be gone. So good luck on yours. Thank you for watching.
Lordy, what you doing to me? Oh, Lordy.